It's not the job of your company to make you rich. Kung gusto nyo mag-invest, huwag kayo magmadali because that's what I've been living. What people see right now is a product of 15 years of working hard and buy more inventory. Because if you see the potential in it, having more to sell will help you grow. Having more to sell will help you scale. Hey guys, so in this video, I want to share what I do with money that I would earn from my side hustle, especially when I was starting out. I think it's very, very important also to know how you're supposed to deal with earnings from your business and your side hustles or even your investment income. For those who are watching this for the first time, this is part 2 of my video series talking about my side hustles when I was starting out, because over the past few months, people have been asking what did I do when I was starting out, how I was embarking on my journey also. Everything that I'm sharing to you are things that I've done while I was employed, while I was also investing. So it's something that you can do it wherever you are. It's not true that if you are employed that you cannot start businesses. Thinking that your employment will take a large part of your time, thinking that your employment will take a large part of your waking hours, it's not true. I really believe that it's all about time management. It's also all about how big and how important your dream is, that every waking moment of your life, you're inching towards whatever dreams that you may have, whether it be financial freedom, starting that business, or hitting this money amount that you would also want to get. I knew it, and my job was there to give me financial security. I knew it that my job was there to somehow give me also build the skills that I would need. And don't despise your years working for a company, because there's so much that you can get, there's so much that you can learn, there's so much that can build you up as a person. Yun na nga lang yung skills to be able to handle conflict with people in your team or your customers. That's a lifelong skill na hindi na mawawala sa inyo eh. The way you would be able to push back things that you're not supposed to do also in a nice and proper way. I think that's a skill that's there also. The leadership skills, qualities that you would get, the systems that you would get in companies. And I had the privilege to work for the top IT consulting firms in the world. Sobrang lakas ng systems nila that they would always say that the system is stronger than the person. Kahit wala yung tao doon, pero the system will run. The business will do very, very well. And I got that also in the way I would perceive things, in the way I would analyze business, and in the ways that I would do my own entrepreneurial ventures. If you're watching this and you're employed right now, wag magmadaling mag-resign, kasi feeling ko madami pa kayong matututunan doon eh. And yung valuable lessons that you would get as an employee is something that you can take with you that will help you as you start building your businesses. And bukod doon, I think the longer you stay employed also, you start building connections, networks with people. 5 years down the line, 8 years down the line, sila yung mga magiging kasama mo sa negosyo, or sila yung magiging clients mo, or sila yung makakapag-refer sa magiging customers mo also in the future. So, as much as possible, never burn bridges. Do not burn bridges kung saan ka nang galing, and try to make something that if you get out of that work, it's not because you hate it, but it's because you're moving on to the next best venture. In the first video, I mentioned that I was selling fruit cakes, banana breads. So in this video naman, I want to share what I would do with earnings that I would get. So the biggest problem of a lot of people is they're thinking may salary ako eh, tapos meron ako negosyo. When they start earning from the negosyo or the side business or the side hustle, they would use that money and buy stuff that they would want, which is not wrong. But if your dream is so big, don't buy the stuff now. Get the money, put it back in, save it, stash it, invest it, or put it back in the business. I budgeted my salary very, very well, that from that salary, may pera na akong nabibigay, may pera na ako to be able to live normally, may pera na rin ako na pangkain sa labas, pero may pera na rin ako pang save, pang-invest. Buhay naman ako sa salary ko eh. Buhay naman ako sa fixed income ko eh. Everything else on top of that should be invested for my future. Everything else on top of that should be brought back in the business. And that's why people say, keep your expenses low. People say, spend lesser than what you make. Whatever they say is true, and that's what I have been doing on a regular basis, that I try to live off what my fix is, then whatever's variable, I reinvest it and I just pump it back in with later on, no, I've been allotting a smaller portion of it na rin pang enjoy. Pero ganun lang lagi yung ginagawa ko. When you're employed, it's not the job of your company to make you rich. It's not their job to make you a multi-millionaire. It's not their job to make you financially free. The job of your office is to give you financial security, which is not bad also, which is also good. That's why they give you stable benefits. That's why they give you retirement plans. And it's good also if you're a person that has the right mindset of looking at financial freedom. Why? Your job is giving you a stable amount of money that you can live, you can eat, you can function properly. Habang iniisip mo pa what's your next big thing, habang iniisip mo pa what's your next big business, habang iniisip mo pa yung next na gagawin mo, the income from your salary would be able to do that. Hindi ka nag-iisip, kailangan ko na makapag-isip ng business, kailangan mag-work ng business ito, kailangan kumita tong business ito kasi kung hindi wala akong kakainin. If you are employed and you're building streams of income while you are employed, there's no pressure for you to perform, and you get to build your capital, you get to build your experience, and you get to build your skills right away. And that's why whenever I say, huwag kayong magmadali, gusto nyo magnegosyo, huwag kayong magmadali kung gusto nyo mag-invest, huwag kayong magmadali, because that's what I've been living. What people see right now is a product of 15 years of working hard, saving, investing. You did not see what I was doing when I was starting out. The number of hours that I would log in sa trabaho, and how hard it is to do business na walang may kilala sa'yo, and to get rejected, to sell stuff and to get rejected, to sell stuff and not get any returns. But it is what it is eh. People always would equate success as hitting this number, but you always have to realize that before you hit that number, there will be a bunch of failures down the line. And the reason why I'm sharing that to you is that once the business starts to earn, you always have to think about, hindi siya magiging ganun lagi eh. Kung maganda yung kita mo na February, guess what? Possible August, baka mahina yung kita mo. Possible March, kumita ka ng 10 million. Possibly July, 0 ka. And I think a lot of people saw that 2020. A lot of people who were reckless with their money in 2019 bought stuff that wasn't part of their financial plan, that wasn't part of growing their business, that took them a step back towards financial freedom, thinking that hindi sa 2020 maganda pa rin yung negosyo ko, things will still be okay, things will still be right. Guess what? There will be times that it won't be as good as what you want it to be, that there will be times that it won't be as good as how you perceive it. That's why every time I earned, I put a portion back to the business, meaning pambili ng dagdag na inventory. At kung meron ka pang larger base na pwedeng maserbisyuhan doon, and all you need is inventory, I would take everything in and buy more inventory. Because if you see the potential in it, having more to sell will help you grow. Having more to sell will help you scale. Having more to sell will make your business do better. Don't buy that nice car yet. Don't buy that nice phone yet. Don't enjoy yet. Going back to this fruitcake thing, that wasn't really capital intensive. That wasn't really inventory expensive. Before I would even buy, meron na akong counterpart doon na nag-order din. So essentially, I wasn't really taking out money. So for that kind of business, what I would do was, I would take the cash and put it in savings or put it in investment, or I have a business fund that as businesses start to earn, I put it back in the business fund so that it becomes a pile where if there's an opportunity again later on, I would use that cash for me to be able to put it in a venture or an opportunity that I would like. Hindi naman lahat ng business will do well eh, or I don't know how long this will last eh. That's why I also diversified that a portion of what I was earning, I would put it and start as cash. Cash lang siya, meaning somehow, some way, what if 4 years from now it doesn't do well anymore? Part of what I was getting today, meron na akong natabi na at least safe na siya, hindi na siya magagalaw. And in the same way also, portions of that I would put in the market. If you've been following my videos, that I would always tell people that whatever you get, try to accumulate. My other side hustles help me store cash also that I was able to accumulate in the market. I wouldn't buy things that I didn't need. I didn't have the need to impress other people. I was never the type of person na kailangan ko to bilhin para magmukha ko mayaman. Kailangan ko tong bilhin para I would look richer or people would respect me. I never had that notion that, oh, kailangan ko itong bilhin bago itong kotse para people will say that, oh, sobrang yaman na ako, sobrang credible, or I need to have this grand mansion, or I need to have this, dapat Rolex yung relo mo. It's not me. I guess I've carried that on up until 2021 that the game for me, pag may extra cash ako, is to just keep buying stocks, is to just keep buying assets, kahit cryptos, yan. What you do when you're starting out is something that you will carry on along the way. It will be part of your core value system already. And I guess the same mentality that I had when I had nothing. Please remember this. I didn't have anything when I started out. I had salary. I had big dreams. I would save as much as I can, pero Wala akong minana, wala akong nakuha. It was just me. What you are at the edge and you have no fallback plan, you try to save and invest as much as you can. The story of Elon Musk when he sold and made money from PayPal and then he just reinvested everything. Guess what? I relate with that so much because up until now also that's what I have been doing. It's just that I guess it's more comfortable now also than where it was when I was starting out. And I guess I just wanted to make videos like this also to inspire people and to encourage people that we all have to start from somewhere. And the best way for us to start and to grow is just to put things back in the ground and to invest it, to just put things back into the ground and save it, and to just put things back into the ground and put it into your business. The way your cash flow would grow is in proportion to how big your assets would be. And if there's one thing that I keep telling you over and over and over, similar to my story earlier, when you earn, you put it back. And then when it comes to a point already that what you earn sobra na, and then gusto mong mag-enjoy also, pero yung enjoy na yun, sobrang liit na portion na lang ng savings mo, ng investments mo, then by all means do it. Something that won't destroy your finances, something that won't destroy your budget, something that won't deter you from your other financial goals. When you start making your plans, very important to have a budget, that dun sa budget na yun, nakalagay, ito yung pang-enjoy ko, ito yung pang-bili ko ng stuff na gusto ko, but it should be in a smaller proportion as compared to your savings, as compared to your other investments also, so that as you start earning more, hindi kayo nalalayo sa goals nyo, pero in the same way, you're enjoying. Tapos pwede nyo rin gawin, tinatabi nyo, for example, 10,000 pesos for that enjoyment, pero what you wanted to buy something worth 50,000 pesos. So what does that mean? It means that you just work harder because you will earn more. As you earn more, guess what? Portions of what you're earning will also go to that fund that will allow you to enjoy. So that's what I've been doing. Buying stuff na medyo luho or things that I really like that's not part of my investment plan or my savings plan. It motivates me to be able to find ways on how I could possibly earn more. It motivates me to find ways on how I can learn on how I can increase income also, because there will be portions of that will go to savings and investments, but there will be something that will trickle down also to help me buy the things that I would also like to buy as well. I've been saving something for every expense bucket na meron ako. So, kunyari, meron talaga akong gusto bilhin talaga, na gusto ko talaga bilhin, there's already an expense item for that, so that hindi ako nabibigla. Hindi talaga ako magastos, hindi ako mahilig bumili ng ibang bagay masyado. Meron mga items na binibili ko din, I think medyo mahal siya ng konti, pero as long as for me, nasa budget siya, it doesn't destroy my finances, it doesn't take away my savings and investments, okay lang sa akin yun. Just to recap everything, when you are venturing out into business for the first time, always go on the offensive. When I say always go on the offensive, every time you start earning money from that business, you pile it back in, you pile it back in, you pile it back in, you pile it back in. Kung i-enjoy ko to ngayon, baka I might lose out on the potential for my business to become bigger later on. So gawin nyo, invest nyo muna lahat, save nyo muna lahat, put everything in the business first, and then later on, when the business is better, gumagalaw yung business, lumalaki yung business, kumikita ka pa, pero nabibili mo na rin yung gusto mo. Just a quick announcement to everyone. We're doing another set of Zoom technical analysis. We had a good feedback from last weekend. So I'll put the link in the description below. Then, we're also doing a fundamental analysis, pero that will be classroom naman. I'll put the link in the description below for those who want to join us. Real Estate Masterclass, I'm getting your survey of what topics, what speakers, and what you want to learn. The link is in the description below. And lastly, for those who have been asking how can you get a copy of my books, the link is in the description that you can grab them via Shopee. But we may have Lazada also soon. So for those who are using Lazada more, just wait, we'll be able to service you already, but link is in the description below. And for those who want to invest in cryptocurrencies, US markets, we have links also down below to be able to service your need on how you can trade the markets even if you are in the Philippines. If you're new to this, appreciate it if you can like, share, and subscribe and smash the bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about investing. Before I end, do you guys like the series? Do you guys like the topics that we're talking about here? And if yes, comment down below and put in your questions that you guys want me to make for the next videos. And that's it. Marvin Germo, I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.